Alright, we got another day on this. Thought I was going to be done quicker, but you know, things never go as planned. So, what I plan to do is I'm going to fully gear up like I grinded out the stringers. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to grind as much as I can. And grind as much as I can, hit that lip a bit, you know, and anything, obviously that is, you know, a little wonky. I'm going to knock that down. And then I'm going to come through and I'm going to fair everything. And then by the time that I get all the way back here with my fairing, hopefully it's good enough where I can hop over the side there and I can start grinding, you know, any of the inconsistencies out of the fairing and get it fully prepped for paint today. I don't have until but 4 o'clock, I don't know, maybe it's 11 o'clock now, so I have maybe like 5 hours to work on this thing, and we'll see how much I can get done, but I'm gonna quit talking and get to work.
Cabecil, resin, and micro balloons.
Alright, where are we now? It's hard to tell because I did a lot of grinding, so there's a lot of dust. I tried to brush most of the dust up there where I've already done it, just to get it out of the way of here. So I came through, I grinded it a little bit, you know, as much as I could to kind of give it a natural taper. One, because that seems to be easier, and two, because I'm going to run out of resin today, like for sure. So I wanted to make sure it was as good as possible, at least down here. Up here I'm not too worried about it at the moment, but everything on the deck, so then I can just go ahead and paint everything. Or again, I want it to be as prepped for paint as possible, so I need to hit this, same idea there, maybe a little bit right there. I'm gonna hit that last, I think. I just want to make sure I get like what is pretty bad, and then we'll be good. So more putty, more the same. Something I did realize is that I need it to be a little bit more liquidy, a little bit less Cabecil, a little bit less micro balloons, and a little bit more resin in terms of the ratio there. So that way it just kind of falls into place and it's a little bit easier to work with. You know, this actually lasted me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I still have a little bit left, and I'm basically done with fairing. I know when I sand it, there's going to be a few more spots, but let's take a look at how it is right now. All right. So we got basically all of that done, touched up a few more places up there, and all of this done. Don't look at don't look at that or nothing, but obviously I'm gonna have to come by and sand it and touch up a few more spots, but I'm happy with how it is right now. Let me sand it and I'll get back to y'all. I don't know how these videos are going to turn out since like I'm not showing y'all every little step, but you know, it'll be a fun thing for me to have and be able to look back on. So if anyone is along watching this video series with me, cool, glad to have y'all here. If not, well, that's cool too. I guess I'm talking to myself. Well, you aren't going to be able to see much, but I grinded a little bit all the way up there. Turns out, even though it's hard enough where I can no longer work with it or mess with it, you know, it's still tacky and it just kind of clogs up the sandpaper to where the sandpaper doesn't really do much anymore. Therefore, I'm going to have to just wait until tomorrow to finish grinding everything, which means today, to finish off, I'm going to tear off all the wood out of this and maybe cut this out. That's the plan at least. And then here I'm just going to cut this out. I think I'm going to put a starboard over top of this. And then I'm obviously going to have to come through and sand the whole thing in order to paint it, but that's okay. I sprayed this once, but hell, I hate gloss. Yeah, I think we're good. It's hard to tell here, but you know, since my camera died, here we are. What did we do here? So this level right here, wait, was it this level? Yeah, this level right here, we cut all that out. I don't know when the thing died, so we're going over everything. This piece right here, was able to successfully get all that out, and I cut out the lip that was kind of hanging down from that piece, which is fine with me. I think that may have been for the seat, but the seat already has support, so I honestly don't know why that was there, to be honest with you. This seat is sturdy as hell. I don't think that there's going to be any problems with that. But I'm going to grind all this down eventually, so it's just a nice flush area. And I cut out a little bit more here just to see how it was, and it's pretty solid as far as you can see over here. However, over here, which I also cut out, this is where the this part, this was for like trim tabs and navigation. This is for push to trailer. I don't know, that's for some trailer button or another. And then this is obviously the steering wheel. I cut that out. Wait, I cut that out because obviously that's not good. That's nope. Well, that's not that bad, but that's no good. And yeah, I figured I'd cut it out. And the only thing that we have here is obviously I'm going to do something about this, fill it in something or another, but obviously this right here is not too good, while that is. However, this is all part of this. You can see how thick that is. I can hardly successfully cut through this stuff. That cut right there is only through half of it. As you can see, that's dry. Therefore, what is that? Therefore, I'm just going to, carve out some of that bad wood, but I'm going to leave it how it is. Maybe fill it up with some peanut butter or something. Because right here, I know it's upside down, hard to tell. I'm actually going to build out like this. I'm going to build out along this, so I'm going to have to grind that. And have a piece right here, corner right there. Good. All right, so this is where we at. I kind of cut this too short before I realized I don't even need this end piece because nothing on the side has coring. It just has fiberglass, but whatever. I am going to have to, you know, it's only up here because it's a little bit angled in. Y'all can kind of tell. Anyway, I'm going to be making sure this tapers properly. I'm not too worried about it, but I am going to be coming in here and smoothing that out and tapering that. Then obviously rounding the corners here. And I'll be fiberglassing that in. Well, I'll be fiberglassing it first, and then I'm going to fiberglass it in so I don't have to crawl underneath and try to get all the fiberglass in. And then I'm going to have to figure out something about this bump here. Obviously, that can't really work out. If I'm going to put the steering here, I need to make sure that this is flush. And, you know, if someone was a little bit better at carpentry, then that wouldn't be a problem, but I'm not. So, yeah, this is where we're at. I'm actually pretty stoked on everything. I am done for the day. I could have probably, if I had a little bit more time, I would probably hop in here and grind as much as I can. Let's see. I can kind of see there. It's still a little red. You can see how it's real red right there on the side, but over here it's a bit orange. When it gets that orangish color, or you know, that dried red color, that's when I can sand it. Yes, sir. Jump. A little footrest right here. Dude. Yeah, so everything's just going to be right here.